We are back today for another green review. It has been a while, but I have been trying green products like crazy, and I have a whole ton of things to talk to you about. As you know, I've been slowly trying to integrate green and all natural and low toxic products into my lifestyle, and it has been going so great so far. I'm really excited to share a few more reviews with you guys, starting with this one. This is the Alba Botanica Natural Hawaiian Facial Cleanser, Pore Refining Pineapple Enzyme. Okay, this packaging is really fun and tropical. It is colorful and orange, and it's not your typical natural product packaging that's usually like brown or really subtle colors. This one is bright and in your face. And I guess it still has that natural aspect, kind of reminds you of a pineapple with the colors and the green. But overall, the packaging is really super cute. It comes with a pump, which makes it super easy to get your product out and get every single last drop. Speaking of every single last drop, I've used like 99.9% of this, and as I've been finding out, everybody else has been sneaking and using this too. I was like, why is this running out so fast? But it's because other people are using it. That's what happened. That's what happened there. Thanks a lot, guys. Now I have to go buy more. I love shopping. This one states that it is natural, but I do not think that this is 100% natural. It definitely has some questionable ingredients, and it does have no animal testing, artificial colors, parabens, phthalates, sodium lauryl or laureth sulfate, or sodium methyl sulfate. So it's free of those particular types of sulfates. It is pH balanced and 100% vegetarian ingredients. So note that it said vegetarian ingredients, which means that it is not necessarily vegan friendly, but it is vegetarian friendly. So I don't even know what that means. There's no meat in this, guys. There's no meat. You can look at the ingredients on their website, but I will say that there are a few things on here that stick out to me as not something that I want necessarily in a product, and that would be fragrance, which is the last thing on the list, but I hate fragrance when it's on something. Like I said in previous videos, I have sensitive skin, and fragrances and dyes and perfumes in my skin mean no. But I haven't had any problems with it in this particular instance. Anyway, to use this, wash your face. It's just simple. Get your face wet, put a pump on this, lather it up in your hands, and wash away your troubles and your makeup and the like. Now, I will say that this does not, it didn't really wow me. It's a facial cleanser. Your face gets clean, you know. But when it comes to makeup removing, if I have a full face like I have on right now, I will have to wash my face a solid 3 or 4 times just to get the makeup off, and then maybe one more time to actually wash my face. So yeah, it's not like I have on a ton of makeup anyway. I have foundation. Well, I guess I do have a ton of makeup on, but I have foundation, concealer, bronzer. I have a full face on. So, you know, obviously one wash with anything is probably not going to get everything clean. But as long as I use like a makeup remover, you know, maybe 2 washes will get my face clean. But I never feel like my face is clean with just one wash. Even if I have a bare face, I feel like I need to wash my face at least twice with this. So I don't feel like it's like a really good, strong cleaner of cleanness. Like if I have no makeup on and it's just I'm getting oil and dirt off, I definitely always feel like I need at least 2 washes with this. So that's kind of a negative for me. It's like I said, it's pretty blah. Like it gets your face clean eventually, but you know, it's not something that I feel that I'm gonna go out and repurchase again. The one that I was using before, the Botanique that I was using previous to this, I'll post a review. The review is right here, or down in the description box for the Botanique. That stuff was amazing, and the only reason that I purchased this was because, like you may know, I moved to another location, and the only place that I got it was at Central Market, and I can't find it anywhere else. So until I get a chance to go back to Central Market and you know, just destroy their organic makeup and beauty section, I bought this at Kroger. If you don't know, Kroger is a really great place to get organic products. They have like a small but good sized um, organic section that I get a lot of my organic products there when it comes to food and also beauty products are all in that one area. And it makes it really easy. When you're shopping in that section, you know you're going to get some natural, organic, whole products. So it's awesome. Another product that I bought that is in the same line is the Alba Botanica Natural Hawaiian Facial Scrub Pore Refining Pineapple Enzyme. So it's, once again, cute, fun packaging, not necessarily what you expect from an all-natural brand. And it has the same kind of information on the back and the same sort of ingredients. There's a few different ones that are in this one, obviously, because it's a facial scrub. I use, with the original one, I use it obviously every day to wash my face. This I use probably 3 times a week as a little facial scrub. I'll try to do it at night, or if it's the weekend, I'll do it like in the morning because I'm just going to have my makeup-free day. And so I bought this more recently because of some very sad and offensive comments that were mentioned to me that made me want to exfoliate part of my face. My chin. I have a dark chin, apparently. Anyway, if you want to hear more about that, check out my video that'll be coming up soon about a makeup review, and you can see how I do my daily, everyday face also. That link, when it is here, will be down in the description box below. I bought this pretty recently, and I've only used it probably 10 times so far. It takes a little dab will do ya, just like, you know, people say. You just put a little bit on and you just kind of rub it all over your face and concentrate on the exfoliating places that you want to exfoliate. It's really gritty and it's really hard to kind of concentrate it. It just expands all over your face. So I will use this after washing my face, so I wouldn't use this necessarily to wash my face. Like, I will wash my face and get whatever off, and then I'll use this to get a little extra clean going on there, especially with this where you just don't get a clean face sometimes. So I'll show you the texture of this. You can see that's kind of leaked a little bit. It is so gritty. This has a squeezy tube, which works out for the type of product that it is. Anyway, here is the color of it. I don't know if this is focusing on here, but like you can see, it's a gel. It really sticks to you really well, and it is really gritty. It has pretty fine grit. I don't know if you can see that. Smooth it out. You can see kind of the big, smallish chunks. That didn't even make sense. You can see it's chunky and gritty, but it's kind of like when it's in the gel, it makes it smooth around your face. But honestly, let me tell you, once you're adding this to water, the gel that's holding all the grit together pretty much disappears into nothingness, and you're just rubbing water and sandpaper on your face. It doesn't necessarily feel that great, and if you have sensitive skin, I kind of do, like I do, you know, it's not something that you want to do every day. It's not one of those gentle everyday exfoliations. This is like, you're going to exfoliate a layer of skin off your face, so you really don't want to do this too often. But it's not so bad that, you know, I'm exaggerating. But it's definitely something you don't want to do every day. Probably once or twice a week will probably be totally fine with this. I do it a little bit more than I probably should. It feels nice, you know, just to get a nice little scrub. I've never really used too many exfoliator scrubs in my life, so it was really, you know, it's a fun experience. And it does get you nice and clean and scrubs off those little dead skin cells. But like I said, it is not gentle. And finally, in this line, I wanted to get a nice night cream. I had run out of the one that I was using previously, and it was time for me to get a new one. And that is the Alba Botanica Natural Hawaiian Moisture Cream, Smoothing Jasmine and Vitamin E. Once again, it is the same packaging theme. Pineapple-y tropical Hawaiian with this, you know, with the little flowers on it. It does not say as many of the things that the other ones say, but I can probably assume that it is the same. This one does not have the ingredient list on here at all. Huh. That's really weird. It's probably on the box that it came in, but on the packaging it actually does not have the ingredient list, and yeah, it doesn't have as many of the no's. This one has its pH balance, is 100% vegetarian ingredients, and no animal testing. But it doesn't say all of the rest about the artificial colors and parabens, phthalates, and the sodium. So it doesn't say anything about all that. So that does worry me a little bit. But like I said, it also doesn't have the ingredient list on here, and I think all of that information is on the packaging. And they're just really, it's kind of small, so there's not that much space. Speaking of small, it comes with 3 ounces, which actually for something like this is quite a lot. I think I forgot to mention on here. This is 4 ounces, and this is 3 ounces. And this one is 8 fluid ounces. It works really well. I've only been using this for a couple of weeks. I use it at night before I go to sleep, and sometimes in the day if my skin is feeling really extra dry. But I still actually use that facial moisturizer from Botanique that I talked about in the previous review. I use that in the day, and this is what I use at night. It is nice and creamy. Has like a little protective, has a little protective disc on top of it. Anyway, this is the consistency of the product. As you can see, it came pretty full. I've been using it for, like I said, a couple of weeks, and this is the product. It's solid and really thick. Really nice creamy consistency. It's white, it's lotiony, it's thick, but it's still really creamy and just rubs in and goes right into your skin. It's not like a lot of creams that are like really thick and you're just like, oh, this stuff is still on my face. This stuff goes right on, rubs right in your skin. It's really moisturized with it. I like it a lot. The only problem is the same problem that I have with everything else, is that it has a lot of fragrance. It has a really strong floral scent, and floral scents are my least favorite, and that's something that really bothers me about this lotion, is because it does have that strong floral scent and it does last quite a bit. I put it on before I go to bed and I smell it as I go to sleep, so I don't know how long it lasts. The scent's not there in the morning, but yeah. That scent is not pleasant, and I do not like that artificial, gross, floral smell. It just does not work for me. But the product itself works really well. It moisturizes, it's light, but it still coats your face. It's like a really good night cream. So far, I guess if I were going to give this like a A-B scale kind of rating, I would say that this is probably, I would give this a C, because you just have to use so much of it to get your face clean. I would not recommend repurchasing it, but if you needed to buy a natural-ish facial cleanser, I would recommend getting it. But if there's no other option, it's just kind of meh. It's not amazing. This, I would probably give a B or C+. Like I said, it cleans your face. It does a really good job, but it's just so harsh. And I wouldn't recommend it as like a daily scrub. It's not saying that it's daily scrub anyway. It's not like it's false advertisement, but it's a little too rough for me, but it does what it's supposed to do. It's an exfoliator. So I would definitely give this a C+ or a B. This, I would give a solid B. This works really well. The only problem with it is that it has that really gross floral lotiony scent that just does not work for me. Overall, a good rating for this line is a C+. It is definitely a C+. I'm not going to say that you need to go out and buy this immediately. It's not a holy grail. It's not something that I would necessarily purchase again, the individual elements. It's something that if I had no other option and I just needed to get something familiar, I would get this. But the next time I go to the store when this runs out, which this has run out, I'm going to get something else. So this gets a C+. Well, anyway, guys, that is my green review for this week. Look forward to next week's green review. And that's right, kids, I said next week. I'm getting back on schedule. So look forward to that. I am really excited. I'm finally getting some energy back. I just started a new job and it has just been draining me, and I have not been able to do anything but go to work and go to sleep pretty much. So I'm really glad to be able to hop back on YouTube and start making my videos again. I missed you guys so much, and I hope you guys missed me and are glad to see my beautiful face again. And you may look forward to seeing Nick again. He agreed to do another video with me. He is camera shy a little bit, so it takes a little while to get him on to the screen, but he said he will do a video with me, and so you can look forward to seeing him soon, maybe even next week. We'll see. I'm not going to make any promises, but you may see him for Tag Tuesday, maybe. Anyway, I will see you guys later in my next video, and I hope you guys are having a great day, and I missed you, and I'm so glad to be back. Bye!